Hey guys! It's been a while since I have posted a video, and for that I guess I'm sorry. I haven't done anything really exciting recently, and for ALT information I thought I had told you everything. But it turns out there are things that I can still talk about. Um, this past January I had to re-interview for my current position. As a direct hire ALT in my city, every year we have to re-interview to get a new contract for the following year. So we are only ever guaranteed employment for exactly 1 year, from April 1st to March 31st. I thought this was common knowledge when you are a contract ALT, but apparently it wasn't. It was inspired actually to make this video because I had basically lost a friend due to them not understanding this and my personality being very forceful and trying to get them to understand this. Um, so that's a little bit unfortunate, but I guess that's how things go with life. So this friend of mine had been working as a dispatch ALT. And a dispatch ALT and a direct hire ALT have different situations, basically, with contracts. And direct hires throughout the country of Japan probably all have slightly different terms and like when they interview. My current city interviews in January. It actually used to be at the end of February, and we wouldn't find out until almost the very end of March whether we were employed or not, which was extremely inconvenient because most dispatch companies do their hiring season early on because the ALT hiring seasons are for the spring or the summer. So before the school year starts or midway through the school year when after the summer break, which totally makes sense to be hiring for those times. So if you want to be in for the spring season, you usually for a dispatch company have to be interviewing sometime early on in the winter. December probably is, I think, the season. And for the summer, it's like May, maybe. Those of you in the JET program, I think, have more of like a now timing, so not quite the springtime interview situation. And most of you will get hired for the summer, I believe. Don't quote me on this because I am not a JET. I have never been a JET. This is only what I've understood from talking to them. So again, when you are interviewing and when you are getting ready to become an English teacher here in Japan, you have to really be aware of what kind of job you want to do, what kind of work do you want to do. If you want to do eikaiwa work that the English conversation schools, those I'm sure also have a hiring season, but because people quit and leave for a lot of reasons, they seem to constantly be in need of teachers. So you could probably find a job at some point through the year if you cannot find an assistant language teacher at public schools or with the JET program. And with dispatch companies. Dispatch companies, again, they are a little bit different. So this dispatch company is exactly what it sounds like. You are their product. You can get anywhere between like 2 or 3, I think, years of employment with a contract, I think. But again, it depends on the situation, upon the school, upon the dispatch company. So when you are applying for these jobs, be very aware of what kind of contract you are getting into, especially the length of it and when it's going to end. And what is the rate of guaranteed rehire? Does this company tend to just keep rehiring regardless of your skill level? If so, great, cool. You're basically a shoo-in. Direct hires are, again, a different beast. You are being hired directly by the local government, by, well, I guess the Japanese government, but for the local schools. So the situation is going to be very different. You're probably going to be paid better, but your support system is a little bit less. And depending on whoever is supervising you, maybe 1 year you're going to have a fabulous supervisor. They're going to be on top of everything. They're going to have you ready for the school year. They're going to get you the books, whatever you need. You call them, they're going to be on top of it, kind of deal. And then you're going to get years where you don't have a really great supervisor, and it's like, all right, you're kind of on your own for a lot of these things, or you have to rely on the support of the other English teachers in your area. Kind of sucks, but you can do it if you try. Um, if you don't like a situation like that, then maybe think a little bit harder about direct hires. I would definitely suggest trying to do a dispatch company. With dispatch companies, though, again, beware of who you're applying with. Read reviews. Take every review, obviously, with a grain of salt, because you have some people who are a little bit more bitter than they probably should be, and people who are a little bit too enthusiastic. So just kind of figure out pros and cons based on the average. So yeah, I wanted to talk about contracts again because of that situation. And although I felt bad that this person did not get rehired for the following year, it kind of blew my mind that they were calling themselves fired because they didn't get that. So I'd just like to clarify for all of you out there, that's just the nature of being a contract worker. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Always have a backup plan, no matter what. Even if this is like a place that you have worked for years, if you have to re-interview, make sure you have a plan for if you don't make it, because anything can change. Maybe some parent saw something on your Facebook, or maybe you said something offhand, didn't realize how much it offended somebody, and it went down the line. Just always, always have a backup plan. Never, ever think that you are 100% guaranteed the next contract. I wish you guys the best of luck, and I hope that you will continue to be able to teach in the area that you're teaching in. So good luck. Be careful what you sign up for, and do your best.